I'm Wednesday Addams, and even though I don't have much patience for celebrations, there's something irresistible about Halloween. Maybe it's the darkness that covers everything, or the freedom to be even gloomier than usual. This year, my friend Enid insisted we go on a Halloween adventure together. Not that I was too thrilled about the idea of a fun adventure, but for some reason the prospect of seeing the monstrous side of people in one place seemed worth the effort. On Halloween night, Enid met me at our agreed spot. She was dressed as a werewolf. Not much imagination needed there, I know. As for me, I was just myself. After all, no one can outdo a true Addams in the terrifying department. We headed toward the town square, which was decorated with jack-o'-lanterns and covered by a thin mist that added the perfect touch of mystery. Enid, of course, was thrilled, bouncing around and greeting every costumed creature that passed by. As we walked by an old abandoned house, an idea struck me. "Want to pull off a real trick, Enid?" I suggested with a slight smile. Her eyes lit up with excitement. We entered the house, and to our surprise, it was set up like a real haunted maze. Everything was strategically organized to make sure every visitor got scared at some point. Enid, being the more sensitive type, was shrieking and shrinking at every shadow. I, on the other hand, found it amusing to watch her reactions, as well as those of the other visitors. However, as we reached the center of the maze, we noticed something peculiar: an old music box sitting on a pedestal, turning on its own with an eerie melody. "Do you dare open it?" I asked Enid. With her werewolf claws, she lifted the lid, revealing a strangely glowing key. Suddenly, everything around us began to change. The walls of the maze transformed, revealing a glowing portal. Enid looked at me, waiting for my approval. Without hesitation, I grabbed the key and we threw ourselves into the portal. We emerged into a dark garden, lit by twinkling lights with a cold, mysterious air. It was like a parallel Halloween, where each visitor was a character from some creepy legend. We watched vampires dancing, ghosts floating, and even witches casting spells. Enid and I, for the first time that night, exchanged a look of pure joy. Here, Halloween was taken seriously the way it should be. We spent the night exploring this world, joining in spooky games and testing our courage in hair-raising challenges. When we finally decided to return, the portal brought us back to town, but with a feeling that we had experienced a magical night that few could imagine. At the end of the night, Enid and I laughed over the memories of every scare and discovery. Even if I don't openly admit it, that was one of the best Halloweens I've ever had. A little lesson? Sometimes fun can be dark, and that's what makes the holiday even more special, especially when shared with a good friend. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more frightfully fun stories.